What's up, guys? Aloha and welcome to another segment of Take 5 with Paikai. Today's topic is connection to your surroundings. I like this topic. This topic is fun to talk about. And there are a lot of ways that you can check out and be aware of your surroundings. This kind of plays into the whole woke moke thing. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Again, talking about connection to your surroundings, and this is kind of the way woke moke came about, is being aware, being alert of what is happening around you, and not being naive to what is happening, and just understanding what is happening and what is occurring in real time. And so one of the examples that I use is when my mom was first teaching me how to drive. I started driving when I was 13, and when she first taught me how to drive, she taught me about the importance of the vehicle. If used, and if used wrongfully, it's a weapon, and it can take lives just as quickly if we are not paying attention, if we are not aware of our responsibility as drivers. And so that's something that really stuck with me. And one of the first things you do is you actually check you're supposed to go and check your car and make sure that everything is operational, so you avoid getting into an accident and so on and so forth. And then as soon as you step into the vehicle, after you put your seatbelt on, the first thing you do is you check your mirrors, right? And then you proceed to go out and drive. But the important part of driving is to understand what is happening in front of you, on the sides of you, in your peripheral view, using your mirrors, and behind you. And so, utilizing that analogy, we need to always be aware. And another analogy that I like to use is when I was playing defense in high school. Our coaches taught us to keep our heads on a swivel, right? You're always looking to see, you're panning from left to right, up and down, kind of see what is happening on offense, so that you're aware of what you need to do, what your role is. And you always, depending on the situation, you're looking for the ball or the ball carrier, and then you hop into action. So really what it all sums up to is just being aware of what is happening all around you. And if you think of yourself as having this bubble, this shield going about you, you want to make sure that you are observing what is happening. So one of the things that I do when I go into someplace new is I'm always looking for the exits. I look for the exits so that in case anything happens, if any emergency occurs, I know where the exits are. I know what to do in the event of an emergency, and I know exactly where to go and what to do in the event of an emergency. Same thing when I travel. Before I step foot, or when I'm making my plans to leave Hawaii and to go on a trip, I'm always checking where it is that we're going, what it is that we're doing, and making sure I understand kind of the cultural, get a sense of the cultural aspect that we'll be stepping into, because I don't want to overstep my boundaries when I'm traveling, and I want to make sure that I respect the homes and the places that I go to ensure that there is that mutual respect that happens between the travelers and those who reside there. And so being aware of your surroundings and being observant, I think being observant is probably one of the greatest assets to have, especially in this line of work that we're going, or that I'm stepping into. I do these things on a daily basis with the youth that I work with and with the students that I teach, in understanding what is happening, or trying to understand what is happening within their lives. And so one of the things that I help them with is to learn how to advocate for themselves, right? Being aware of what you need, being aware of the things that you need to kind of make your life go in the direction that you want to go is a key, one of the key factors of knowing what it is that you want for yourself. And so advocating for yourself is a big priority. And one of the things about observation is that you got to learn how to listen, and really taking the listening skills and the visual skills to actually hear what is not being said and to see what is not being seen, right? That's all a part of this aspect of observing, because there are a lot of tells if you watch a person in their micro expressions and in the tone of voice that they use. And so when I address the board of trustees, a lot of times it's I find ways to bring across what it is that we're feeling as beneficiaries, and trying to communicate that in a way that the trustees do not shut down. And so I found kind of this middle ground where the trustees have a respect for me, and when I step to the table, it's not this automatic shutdown, because I see this happen in the boardroom, where people will come up and they will testify and they will talk on things, but as soon as a name is called, you see the lights switch off in the trustees' minds, and they have automatically shut themselves out from hearing what the people are saying, because the tone of voice that is used and the way that they bring across their message is not easy to take. And so I have I empathize and I sympathize on both ends, because I understand the frustration as a beneficiary, but I also understand that when you are voicing your concerns and when you are voicing your needs and these things that you want to be addressed, there is a certain way that you want that to come across, to come out. And so there are times when I am very blunt with the board of trustees, and then there are, more likely than not, there are really just times where I'm just sharing my concerns and what it is that I'm hearing out in the community, to go back and reiterate and to address the board of trustees, just to kind of let them know, to give them a heads up of what is happening, and this is what we are wanting to bring to the table. But it's with that respect that at the end of the day, you as a board of trustees have the final say. And so for me, it's really about getting to the message across where they can understand it, they can absorb the message that I'm giving, and whether they agree with me or not, that's their kuleana, that's their responsibility. But it's my responsibility to bring it out in a way that they can receive it and then do what is necessary to bring about this change that we are looking to bring about for our Hawaiian people. At the end of the day, that is the crux of what it is that I am launching out to do with this campaign. What I already do on an everyday basis with the youth that I work with, in the settings that I work with, in the communities that I work with, is really just about listening to what the needs are and then finding innovative solutions that can be a win-win for everybody. And that's the crux of my message. And this is why I say I am not a politician. I am a Native Hawaiian that is addressing issues that affect all Hawaiians. And when I say all Hawaiians, I'm talking all of Hawaii, because it really is up to us to make these changes where we see that these changes need to be made. It's really our responsibility to make those things happen. And my action plan is just connecting our Hawaiian community back to the resources that they need and they desperately deserve. The action plan is real simple. Accountability is the first step. Collaboration is the process that will unite all parties toward one common goal. Transparency is a pivotal component of a trustworthy person. Innovation is the spark that will incite meaningful change. Opportunity is the vehicle for advancement. And now is the time, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not 4, 5, 10 years from now. The time is now for this change that we're wanting to see. And so it really is up to us to make this a reality. To all my family and friends, I just saw some of you guys coming in from the Big Island. I hope everything is well. Our prayers and our thoughts are with you on the Big Island as you guys go through these changes. On Kauai as well, our friends and family on Kauai, our prayers and our thoughts are with you, and we are doing whatever we can to make sure you guys get the necessary help and the resources that you guys need and made available to you. Again, my name is Landon Paikai. I am not a politician. I am a Native Hawaiian addressing issues that affect all Hawaiians. Native Hawaiians, Hawaiians, and non-Hawaiians. Paikai for OHA. Putting the trust back in trustee. You guys have a great evening. It was great talking to you guys. I will talk to you guys very soon. Aloha.